Hello guys, welcome back to Ginga's Grand Adventure. Do you know what? I decided I'm not going to use that as a catchphrase because I am your host, the one and only Ginga. Is just absolute pants. Right, I jumped down here for no particular reason whatsoever actually, other than the fact, yeah, I caught myself a little zombie villager and I named him Edgar. And that dedication goes to John Lewis. Nah, little man, he bought, we got him one of the Edgar teddies and he has absolutely loved it, hasn't put it down. He even cries when he sees the advert. In fact, he's holding Edgar up to my face as I'm talking, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I've done that. I've done a lot of fishing still, and I keep dying lots and lots. This is actually a different set of armour, which has all got mending on now since the last video. Yeah, I really didn't do good in the nether. I really didn't. Even with the fire protection, I still, nah, wouldn't have none of it. But today, what we're going to do first is, hopefully if I remember rightly, come in here. Nope. Take that and 1 2 3 1 2 3 I believe, and make a lot of scaffolding. Hopefully that's more than enough. That's pretty awesome actually. We'll keep 2 stacks. Right, so what we're going to do this time I'm going to build in this area a nice little quaint house with some nice farmland, sorry, in this dip. And I've got plans for this little pond here as well, which, if it goes like what I did in the creative test world, it's going to look absolutely beautiful. So I have gone through and I have marked out the corners. It is, as a whole, it is 25 by 25. But what I can't decide on is the height. So what I'll do is I'll get all my bits and pieces to set it out, and then we will go from there. Oh, what height? That's the main issue, the height. So if I do that for that, then surround that by... Yeah, right, so, go for this one then. Does mean a little bit more digging out around the perimeter. But in my test world I didn't do this side and I didn't do this side. Yeah, we got 2 and then 3. 1 2 3. Replace the sand. Then that gives me, oh, it might work. So we'll dig this out. And then we will place that in there, like that. And I will dig out the perimeter walls, mark it down with the brick, and then I will be back. Well, I've done some more work. I didn't bring you back once I dug out because I thought I'd recorded the footage, but I hadn't. Yeah, and after I've done all that, I built all this all up on these 3 sides. Brought this in like I planned to. I did also do a bit of terraforming around the outside, but this is temporary. I'm going to change all this up when I do the decor because it's just too straight and flat. Now on these walls, what I've done is I've gone for cobblestone walls within the brick, because there's a lot of old properties around near where I live where they have the brick like coins going up the outside with a slightly indented cobblestone, or not cobblestone, like a flint brick wall as such. So that's the sort of theme I've gone for. These bits here are just going to be for the windows, and yeah, that's as far as I've got. I haven't terraformed any of the outside because the stairs are going to be up in this corner, so I'll be able to change that accordingly. I have gone round the back with the old terraforming, but that's as far as I've got because this will need changing because I want to keep this hill, you see. But this will be in the stairway, so I might be able to wrap that round and curve it back to how it was, but we'll come to that near the end. So what we need to do is we need to make another one of these. 1, 2, 3, and 1. Can I? Yeah, that one on there, and then I can reach it. Sweet. What we'll do is we'll bring that over like that. So now I'll pillar up here like so, and that'll fill that wall in then. I'll go where it is. Right, so it's 1, 2, 3, and I wish it fell down here now. 1, 2, 3, 3 in the middle, 3 at the top. I know I didn't put 3 in the middle, but I was a bit concerned I wasn't going to be able to reach, and then 1 in between that. And then what we do is we then close it in like so, and then you get that effect. Obviously in the corner here that you can't really get the grand effect of it all because there's more of a visual on the outside. So, and that's going to be where my stairs go. So if that's there, 1, 2, 3, so then that'd be that. That. Yeah, that could work because obviously you're gonna see the top. So we could put a small little window in there, I suppose. Oh, wrong place. Yeah, we could put a small little window in there. That could work. We'll come back to that because obviously we're governed by the stairs itself, right? So now here is the front, and what I'm gonna just do is, yeah, we'll come in here, so then you can still see that. So we've got the doors. How hard are 3 in it? Got 1, 2, 3, so that'll be that one. That comes in there. 2. And a tower. Is it? So then. So, like that then. Something like that, I believe. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I've consulted my pictures, because once again I've done it with pictures. Right, so then we want, oh, I forgot the doors. So we want some shutters. It's a shame they didn't go the other way up, but never mind. It'd look cool if that was like the doors, or so like the strip that goes through it went vertically. I think that'd make it look a lot better. That goes in there. Then we want that in there. Little boxes. Like that in there like that, and then we want the head of the door in here, and then the head of the window in here. Like so. Yeah, something like that. So then I've basically got to replicate this on all the windows. Right, so now we want these. Yeah. These. And then this is what I keep thinking about. Like that, like that. And like that. Yeah, I think I like that better than the slabs. So yeah, I'll do that on all the windows that I've got around the bottom so far. And then, because I ain't got nowhere near enough trapdoors. And then I will bring you back once I have finished. I've gone in and put a few window boxes and a few shutters on the windows. I haven't done them all because some of them might change up yet. Like that window over there I think wants to be bigger, but we'll come to that. And I didn't do none around the back either because that's going to change. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put in the floor. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to whack torches around the edge. Like so. And then give me the torch. And then once I've done this, I'm going to put some upside down stairs around the walls. And you'll see why in a bit why I'm doing it like this. So what we need now is we're going to go for dark oak here. So we need to get up like so, and jump in the middle, crouch, and then whack the stair down, and then go all the way around with these. What we're going to do is we're going to use half slabs, and we are going to see, that's something about scaffolding. In Java you only literally have to tap it with your fist. No, I put that in the wrong place. And then that'll break instantly, whereas I can only do that if I've got an axe. So can I? Yes, we can. So that's going to go all the way around as well. So this whole floor space will be covered like this. And then what that'll do is that'll give it a glow around the edges at night time. So I'll do all this, and then I will bring you back once I've done this and probably the interior walls. I haven't done the walls yet, but it turned night as I was then doing these last bits, and if I cap this off, I'll show you what I mean. But you get this nice little glow around the edge, and then I'll put whatever other lighting I need perhaps in the bottom, so then you ain't got torches laying around everywhere. That's the idea anyway. I've added a bit more. I've put in a few walls, like I said. This is basically what the downstairs layer is, Over here where it's empty, that's where I'll be doing some decoration, and then there's no need to put any blocks or anything in the way. These bits, the reason why I've used birch here on these bits is because it's where the window is, and if we come over here, I put the handle at the bottom so you get that little foot texture, and I think they look like radiators. It's a shame like that can be white all the way through the middle of that, but that's as close as I can get. So yeah, these are radiators. This back wall I've done and redone because I weren't happy because I couldn't fit my stairs in how I wanted them. So this window ended up being a bit bigger, which I said previously that I thought it might do. This one is still fairly small, purely on the basis because I decided I was going to put a back door in, because if I was to ever come adventuring that way I needed somewhere quick to go, save running all the way around. I've decided to put a back door in. Here we've got like the entrance sort of hallway bit as such, which is going to be, I've decorated it with a few bookshelves on that wall just to give it a bit of colour in here. In here is going to be storage, so there'll literally just be chests and barrels through here, and the same that side. And then up the top here I've added in these bookcases with lights behind it. You get a glow effect on the outside, so it sort of make it stand out a bit. And then up here I've put in the first bit of the platform. Like I say, I've had to redo that wall so many times, I ended up moving it back to my original dimension. The original dimensions for this is 25 by 25 that I started out with this, I think, at the beginning of the episode. But when I first planned it, it was 27 by 25. And when I came in to do my stairwell, I just didn't have enough room. Well, I finished the main structure, and as you can see, it has changed slightly in the design side of the walls, but I thought I'd pillar up and start off at night just so I could show you the glow that you get from the property, from where I've put all the torches in between the internal walls and the external walls. And to me that looks pretty cool. You can even see where I put torches in the ceiling of that flat roof over there, look, where it illuminates through the slabs on the top. So that's pretty cool. One thing I would like to point out about this scaffolding is when you are doing it, if you don't get that first click right to go across, it can be an absolute pain. You can't literally just look at the side, because that just, like that plank sat straight on the top, which is quite annoying at times, especially as it's a tiny little, that little top edge lip, that's what you have to catch just to get it. I just thought I'd show you that before I got back down. That whole, every side has got a nice little glow. Can I show you before the spider wants to eat my face? Yeah, see, look, it's all got the glow. Even in the eaves of the property, that's got a nice little glow where there's torches underneath that. I've done all this outside here, and like I said to you before, the reason why I've gone for the cobble indented is just one, it takes away the flatness, and two, there's properties around where I live, and that's the style. They have a flint infill with the brickwork going around it to hold it all in. Right, as you can see, this is the main bit. This is the centerpiece. I changed the floor out in here because to me this looks like a tiled kitchen floor that needs cleaning. Yeah, I don't know. I put a brick half in just so it stood out a bit more. I went to the Nether and I replaced the torches underneath all these with glowstone, purely because you get from the torch you get the particles come up, and I was noticing that the particles were coming through the trap doors, so it looked like the trap doors were smoking, so that's why I got rid of that. Also, on the original one, the last clip, should I say, I had all the walls down here in white wool, and to me that just, I just didn't like it in the end. It was great when I'd done a test piece, but I just didn't like it. So these bits here, the kitchen here, I've done out of bone block. I was toying with them having that way around, so it had a bit of a pattern to the wall, and then I thought, nah, it just didn't look right, so I give up on that and just went for the straight dark lines in the centre. And you know, after I'd done it, it turned out pretty cool and I liked it. I kept this bit of wall, and then in here I used concrete powder because it's got that texture, and I thought that would just split up like the two rooms. Like this is the main entrance hallway leading into like a sitting area, which is what this is going to be. I changed these books out because I put a closed window with the shutters, and I'm going to put something in front of the glass so it looks like a window that's never used. In here is the storage, and I have brought all the stuff in from outside and just placed it all in here. One thing I did learn, because I said I was going to put barrels across the top, but if you put a barrel on top of a chest, the chest won't open. The barrel stops it, which I didn't think was a problem, but it clearly was. I couldn't use half the chest, so I changed that all out. I know it's a bit dark in here, but once I get the old decorations in on top of these bookcases, that'll stop anything from spawning on there, so that's not an issue. I've put black stained glass, I can hear a spider, black stained glass around here and around this. In here, just for a little bit light, I'm going to change these torches out as well because I don't like them. I've added some more torches just to cover them up, so it just gives that little bit extra light. Excuse me. And then in here, this is going to be another little like living room lounge sort of area in this area in front of this fireplace. In here I will put my enchantment table. In here is going to be potions, and then obviously down here where these two beds are the bedroom. I've gone for the snow block in here just to, you know, once again stop it from being wool and looking all the same all the way through. The ceiling is quartz. I have torched, it is bottom half slabs, but I have torched up upstairs, and I don't know, I could use that as an attic storage room thing. I don't really know. Like I said on the beginning of the video, this is purely for prosthetics, for just, you know, something to make the world look a bit pretty, I suppose. I don't know, somewhere to hide up. I suppose you could call this my first home, even though I've been using the ship quite a lot. What else? Oh yeah. I used cartography tables for this bit along here because I just thought that looked pretty cool the way it stands out. And here are looms, and the looms do admit light through. Once again, there's glowstone under there. Yeah, that's how I got on really. And then my chimney, which I thought turned out pretty well. Combination of cracked stone brick and cobble, and then the variants of the stone brick wall and the cobble brick wall, with andesite on the top, and there's a campfire and a hay bale underneath, so I got the smoke effect. So yeah, all in all, I thought I've done pretty well. I'm quite happy with it, if I'm honest. So now the next thing to do is get back off this roof. This do, and I'm out of food. Look. Oh, actually, tell a lie. I've got food. I have got food. There we go, 15 bits of lamb, that'll do for now. Right, so I'm going to do this room first on cam, and then I will do the rest off cam, and then give you a little guided tour at the end. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to put, can I get in there? No, there we go. Get it right in a sec. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Which, there we go. I didn't realise. I thought once you picked them up, they just broke up and you got a bit of coal back. But Silk Touch does actually pick them back up, so that's pretty handy. Right. So next, right. So then in here we want to put 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we get the iron doors. 1, 2, and there's a big old double refrigerator. We'll do that one next, and one of them. So we put that down there, and one of them, and then where's the lever? Crouch, stick the lever on. So we've got the tap going across into there, and that makes up the sink. And then so they go in there, that goes in there. There's no torch in there. Did I pick a torch up? Yeah, I got some torches. Torch in there, one in there, like so. And then we want one in there and one in there. Oh, that's the wrong way. Kidding me. There we go. Oh, it's getting a bit dark in here now. I might have to put a little light in the middle here somewhere. We'll see. Right. So that goes in there and there. What's missing here? Oh yeah. Oh that in there. And then I had trying to think now. I think I just filled this up. One in there, one in there. Sure, I had one there, one there, and one there. But this is the wrong way round. How can I? Because I haven't got a torch on there. So I got something we can just whack in there. How about if I hang a lantern? That might work. Oh. Yeah, that works. Sweet. Right, so and then we're gonna put that on there and that on there. So that's like a pantry cupboard. And then we want to get these out. Yep. Boom, 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 and a barrel in there. Boom. Sweet. Right, so then now we want to put one on there, and then alignment right in a minute. Curtains, which I thought looked pretty cool. And then we get one in there. Pretty sure I had one there as well. Yeah, so it brings it right the way down. So right, and then it looks like it's tucked behind the fridge. So obviously I can't get in the fridge, and I can. You'll see that I used an iron block for that, but that's purely just to get the different texture. I wish I couldn't. I was going to use quartz, but and then I thought that just matched the ceiling too much, so I didn't in the end. So yeah, that's that, and that. Oh, next, right? So I put 9 by 9. So I think it was that, that, and it's not in the right place. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not going to be in the right place. I could make it bigger, I suppose. Get that like that. I suppose if I'm... Oh no. Oh, so you know, they're the other way around. Why did they do that on that one then? Oh. God knows. Right, that's in there, that's in there. Crouch. 1, 2, 3. Is that right? I suppose it don't really matter. No, I suppose it don't really matter. 1 on there. 1 on there. We've got 4 that side, 2 that side. Yeah, it's in the wrong place. Right. And then, right. Crouch. Boom. Boom. Whack that up. Whack that up. Oh, perfect. Right, and then that one in there. Crouch again. 1, 2, 3. Just sort of gives it a bit of colour, just to, you know, change. Oh, not crouching. And there. Yeah. Yeah, I need some sort of lighting in here. Right, so let's jump up here. Centre. Bust that out. Oh no. Oh, that's alright, actually. We need that back. Boom. So I can should no that yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. We want that's the kitty, that's the kitty. So now break this, get that back, stick that there, and then let's have a look at this. Can't hang a lantern on there. Is it because it's a full block? Quite possible. Right, so let's quickly get rid of that then. Get rid of that. Let's see what we've got. I want something that's gonna look alright. Birch. Oh, I may have just had an idea. What about if we get one of them, because they're nice and light. Right, we will grab that out. Grab that out and put that like that. Then we'll strip it. Add a fence in. Then the lantern. And it's in the wrong place. I quite like that though. What if I... Get rid of that. That's got to come out because it's there. Fill that back in, and then we will... Where? There. Whack it in that way. Oh yes, even better. Oh, I like that. I do like that. With the lantern. Yes, I like that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Excuse me. Yeah, I like that. Right, so the next thing to do is come in here, and I got the ingredients, and make a cake. Yay! Crouch, cake in the middle. Boom. Yep, other than a bit of foliage, I don't know what else to put in there, really. And I have finished. Come inside. Coming through the back entrance. I had to replace this while I was doing it. A zombie come and knocked the door down. But yeah, we've got a nice little communal living area where the farmer holds his guests. Has his guests. You see the kitchen. When I built that. Got my storage area and I've moved all the stuff over. Got my closed window because there's nothing behind it, which I think looks pretty smart. Come up here, I've added in a few plants in. With the plants, if it's an established plant, I put a bit of cactus in the pot so the trunk looks thicker, whereas if it's a new plant, I used a bit of bamboo. Got a nice little library area with the balcony. Come in here, these are the closed quarters for the farmer himself, with a nice little chill out lounge sofa, enchantment room or enchantment area, nice brewing area for when he wants to make himself a cuppa. We've got the bedroom with plenty of storage behind all these doors. So yeah, it's turned out pretty darn well. I don't know whether the orange curtains go well. We'll think about that, but for now they're staying. So then we come down here, take a shortcut. I've put in a nice big overgrown hedge and a couple of overgrown gardens because the farmer spends far too much time on his land, which will become a next episode. Here's his little mailbox, which will serve a purpose for something in the next episode. He's got himself his Jeep, which I've fallen into the flatbed. And yeah, all in all, I think that's turned out pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this. I hope you guys all like it, and I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment down below to tell me what you think. Thank you. Bye.